The semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Inside give now from the shotgun. Brought down, but broken tackle produces a solid gain there.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for some space. It's Callow. The ball is loose. Oh, and scoop that offense still has it on the run. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make first down yardage.
Well, the running back here just seems so focused on trying to locate where he needs to go that he lost focus of holding on to that football. He's very fortunate one of his own guys is able to recover it.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Touchdown, Buckeyes, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. A first down pass attempt. On the move now. He's looking to scramble. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Second down after that previous play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry up. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. And it's a bunch formation. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
First down, they're going to throw the football. Pressure is coming. He bought some time, now lets it go. Here comes 2nd and 10 from the 44 after that incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw.
Touchdown, Ducks, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out in practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You can see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And there's the point after. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it second and medium. Defense not pressing this time. Defensive backs up with the line, showing press. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. How about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Throws it to the right. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Touchdown, Oregon. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. They now have the lead in the semifinal game.
It's one of the worst ways you can ever imagine starting a football game is to throw a pick six in the first quarter. Luckily, there's still plenty of time. They got to regroup and get ready to go.
Let's see if they can convert the point after. PAT puts him in front by 7. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. On the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. running through the tackle.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
That gain sets up a third down play. And they pick up the first on the ground. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. With all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Receiver in motion now. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quickfield caught on the left side. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. Oh, it's snapped to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
But it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
You're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Ducks will crank up the tempo. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. The tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass caught. Can he get in? touchdown, Ducks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Oh, what a grab! Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Throw quickly, caught in the right flat. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this 1st half.
Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Using his legs. It's Callow. Get a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. All right, test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. A quick throw out left, complete. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Buckeyes looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Makes a quick grab.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
2nd down and goal upcoming. And the wideout goes in motion. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Ohio State. The Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kurt, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Hand off to the right side. He shreds the tackle.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Moves out of the pocket. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Caught near the sticks. It's Freeman. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback fighting this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, and he didn't get there. The defense makes a stop against this excellent 3rd down offense. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Delivers quickly to the left side. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the 1st down? They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You can really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the 1st down.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab on the move. Touchdown, Oregon. This offense cannot be stopped.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
The tackle on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. No press here. The defense backing away. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fire to the right side, complete. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
Gets made on the out route. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. The Buckeyes are going to cash in this red zone trip. Looks right for a quick completion. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense gets pushed back. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Automatic on the PAT. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, it's an incompletion here. And I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Running back has it on a screen now. An important 9 yards gain there. Brings up just 3rd and 1. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking deep to the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the returner being brought down. They start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. And that's incomplete, just 8 seconds remaining now.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Try to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick it off to begin the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ducks offense retakes the field. Passing game's been on fire. Let's see if the defense has made some changes to begin to slow it down. They get the second half started with their running play. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Well, the lineman a little too far downfield, like a sheep wandering away from the flock, and that's a costly penalty. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back. Taking a deep shot here to the right. He grabs it inside the 20. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play and they're set up in the red zone. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Ducks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down. Backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. Takes an open space. Now here he goes. Inside the 30. At the 10 now. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set for the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. It's a fumble. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
Time the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. First down and more. He's still running. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And then first down, right back to the running game. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. A direct snap. The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for free? Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
Makes it look easy. And they jump back in front. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Comes back out on the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? Escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Boy, the timing here by this defensive back, that is tough to do. You know, we always use the term great ball skills by a receiver, but here the corner locates the football and knocks it away. Great play.
Completion makes it second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Second down play coming up for this offense. It's an out route, the catch made. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
And the Ducks have 1st and 10 here. Back to throw again. Here's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. No huddle now for the offense. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it right near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
I love that big target on 3rd down. He's got great athletic ability, but it's his size that creates such a matchup advantage. When you get to 3rd down,
touchdown, Ducks, to put them on top now.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Going after, knocked right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. The ball is picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, the pass rush gets home. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. On the move now. Important 3rd down play coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, looking to throw on 3rd and forever. Looking downfield near the end zone. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Breaks into the open.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Gets made on the out route. He made the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. The back's got it. Has the 1st down and more. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down. The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They go with a direct snap. Ball here. You're brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases and be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Boy, shout out to this defense. What a play. Great job of getting penetration. Hey, they're backed up near their goal line. Does not prevent them from sniffing out that trickery of the jet sweep. Good job of picking that one up.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. He's got it near the end zone. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
Boy, the defense doing a good job here on these 1st and goal and 2nd goal situations. Now we're to 3rd and goal. Got to hold up in coverage. This offense clearly trusts their quarterback. They're going to find a way to probably put it in the air. Can you get a pass rush? And can you hold up in coverage here on 3rd down?
3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Man, this defense just keeps coming up with plays. That's a 3rd stop in a row here inside the 10-yard line to get us to 4th and goal. You look at that scoreboard, you need points on the board. I don't think a field goal is going to help you at this point in the game. You got to put a touchdown up on the board, call your best play, and go out and execute.
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter to give them the lead.
Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the 4th quarter. Can they hang on? Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Pressure on late in this playoff game. Down 3. They've got to make something happen right here. Breaks free. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT up and good, so the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The chance to advance in the playoff comes down to this. Offense needing a touchdown here late in the game. They stop them after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
All right, serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? Quick throw. It's an RPO caught on the left side. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Running game is working. Let's stick with it on first down. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Time winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. Can the offense step up? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. It comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Buckeyes will try to keep this drive moving.
Man, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
All right, serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fights through a tackle. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
The pass is incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, and here comes a late flag. The Buckeyes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Ohio State. They jump on top here in the final minute.
And with a game on the line, they go back to that offensive line and the running back, and it pays off. They take the lead here late in the game, Chris. Now they're up 2. Do you go with conventional wisdom and just kick the extra point? Or maybe you go for 2 to make your opponent have to drive the length of the field for a touchdown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes, and the offense produce some magic. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. Across midfield. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
And the offense will just take a knee.